Hello guys, today we're going to do a little short video and it is going to be a DIY type video, and I'm going to show you how to make DIY room spray. So all you really need is just a few ingredients. You need water. This is just water I filled up in here, and that was kind of loud. But water, witch hazel, and you need some essential oils, whatever you prefer. Then you need some measuring cups, of course, and I prefer these kind, that way that you can pour them in your spray bottle, which you need a spray bottle as well. Glass is the best to use in my opinion. Now you can get a better looking one. These are just kind of little small ones that you can pack in your purse. You can get a better one for your house, and it has like a spray nozzle on it, and those are great as well, which are bigger. We're just going to do these small ones. I like these because I can stick it in my purse and bring it with me. You can stick it in your diaper bag. You can just place them around the house wherever you want, and they work nice. And these are what I had left, so I needed to use these up. So let's get started on this video. And I'm sorry this is kind of cutting off my head, but I want y'all to see what's going on down here. I'm not really concerned about me, and obviously I'm not because I look terrible today. So just excuse that as well. But let's get started on it. So I found this little recipe off of Pinterest, and they have several different recipes on there. And there's all kinds of other websites that have recipes as well. This one I found to be very simple, so we're just going to make it together and go from there. Now with essential oils, you can use as many drops or as few of the drops as you want, whatever you prefer. So I kind of like to add a little bit and smell of it and see if it's too overpowering and I need to add more, or if it's just right for my liking. So, okay, let's start with the main ingredients. And I figured out this recipe for the right amount that I need, or should be pretty close to the amount that I need for filling these bottles up here. So I did kind of tweak the recipe a little bit because it was calling for more than I actually needed. So I wanted to make sure I didn't waste any. So we're gonna go ahead and start this deal up. I normally like, if I'm using on my body, golly, I scratched myself. I normally like, if I use on my body, the tires, and that's my husband messaging me. I'm sorry I didn't put it on vibrate. But I normally like using tires, but on my skin, but this is room spray. This does have alcohol in it, which is fine because it is a room spray. This is 100% natural witch hazel. It just does have some alcohol in it as well. And I picked this up at my herb store, a town over, and it was like $4. So I thought it would be great for this. So let's see. You're going to use about 1/4 of a cup of witch hazel. So, and I grabbed my old Pyrex. I don't know why I didn't grab my newer one, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, so about 1/4 cup. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you can see that's about 1/4 cup. So I'm going to add it to this big one right here. And I'm just going to combine everything to that. Okay, 1/4 cup witch hazel. Okay, and then 1/4 of a cup of water as well. Okay, that's about right. And add that in there. Okay. And next is simply just your essential oils. So I have 3 different ones. I have lavender, frankincense, and peace and calming. I love lavender. It's one of my favorites. I am running low on this. The other one is in my hospital bag, and I did not want to grab it out of there because I don't want to use it up before I go into labor, because I do plan to have that with me because it's in my hospital bag, and I want to have as much as possible. That way I don't have to worry about it running out. So I'm going to open up the top of this and take out some of this, which is only a few drops. And I love combining these two. I love frankincense. Frankincense is good for so many different things, and so is lavender as well. And these two combined smell so wonderful. Lavender relaxes you. Frankincense, it just kind of energizes you and helps your spiritual well-being as well. So I just kind of love these together. They work so great. So I'm going to open up the top of this and gather out the rest of this so I can use it and not waste it. And then we're going to use some of this as well. I thought about using the peace and calming. Peace and calming is really good. I mean, it's good for room spray if you're making it for a baby type room spray as well. I thought about making maybe one of these little bottles. I can add some in here to it and make one, or I might make 2. We'll make 2 of those of the peace and calming, and then make 2 with the lavender and frankincense, because I just love those. So anyways, we're going to add our drops to the bottles. That way that we can make 2 different ones, and we don't have to worry about the mixing up, okay? And peace and calming obviously is for peace and calming. But it's good for sleeping and things like that as well, which so is lavender. I've had this a long time, and I hear it's really good for using, not on babies, but in the baby's room, things like that, to help with the baby calm down and things like that. There's also a gentle baby one as well, and I've never tried it. I thought about getting it, and it's specifically for moms and babies, and it's by Young Living, and that would be a good one to try out as well. I don't know what it smells like. I've never had a friend that had it, so I could smell of it and see if I like it or not. But I do have this, and this is pretty close to that. So it says 8 drops, and that's for the whole entire thing. 8 to 12 drops. Like I said, you can add as much as you want of something, of the essential oil. So we're going to add 4 per one, okay? So getting it to come out is another thing. Okay, well maybe I had less in here than I thought that I did. Okay, so that's a little bit embarrassing. But sometimes these are hard to get out when there's still some in there. If you take the lid off, you can get some out still. And also what I like to do, which we will do as well, which this pretty much mixes itself up. I mean, it's water and witch hazel. So I'm going to pour some in here to go ahead and rinse what's left of this out of here. Just like that. And then we will pour it in here. Okay, so we're only going to make 1 bottle of this because I didn't realize that I didn't have all that much in there. Ooh. And you got to watch out, it'll splatter on you whenever you put the lid back on. At least I'm not tasting it in my mouth, but I do have some in my eye. I guess I'm going to be at peace and calm down, so I probably needed that. But anyways, okay. So, and there's my husband. Every time I make a video, He comes rolling in. Do you want to help me with my video? I'm almost done. It's like he's like, she's doing a video, I'm gonna come in.
That's why you're not answering me on the phone.
Yeah, see, I told you that was probably him messaging me. So anyways, you just fill this up. So this one's not gonna be all that strong, but it will still be good. And like I'm saying, this is for the baby's room, so you don't really want it very strong anyways. So anyways, just kind of give it a shake and then smell of it. Oh yeah, that's actually stronger than I thought. So I had more of it in there than I thought that I did. But that is really all you do right there. Fill it up to the top and bam, you have your room spray. Of course, what I like to do is you can type some on the internet if you want, but I normally just kind of write on a piece of paper and then get you a piece of tape and tape over the piece of paper to make you a label. That way you don't get them mixed up. But I'm going to set this over here by the piece of common so I don't get that mixed up. The rest of them we will make out of the frankincense and lavender. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And I'm going to take this lid off, and I hope I don't squirt it in my eyes again, because that wasn't fun. I just kind of rinse this off in here so we get the most we can out of this lavender. Whoops. Okay. Now, there's a pretty good amount in here as well. I'm just going to add it to here, that way it doesn't get confusing. And then I'll just kind of rinse it out. Okay. So there's the lavender, and that will be plenty. And then the frankincense is pretty strong as well, the scent of it, so you don't need as much. So we'll put like 4 drops and then give it a smell and see kind of what we think, if we need more or not. I really like, let's see. I really actually like that. I'm going to put 1 more drop of this. Oops. Well, and that's the thing with essential oils. You add 1 drop and 2 comes out. But that's fine. So that's a nice mixture of the 2. Okay, of course, oil doesn't mix with water, but you're going to try to mix it up as best as you can so you can pour it in here. And you kind of get an even amount. Okay, so just fill it up to the top. I'm going to do the same so it's not sticking to the sides. And fill this one up. And oh my goodness, I feel like a bartender or something. I planned that out perfectly. Pretty much. We'll act like we did. See, I'm pretty clumsy, so I spilled some on the table. Oh, I forgot about this bottle. Okay, well, we'll just not do that bottle, but we have 2 really full bottles here. So I was getting ahead of myself there, thinking I did so awesome, and when really I didn't. But we have an extra bottle for something else if we want to make something else, which is good. And all these are filled up as good as you can get them filled up. These are kind of overfilled a little bit, but that's okay because the lids fit on really good on these. So there's a little bit left over, not enough to even matter. So we did pretty good. Now if we would have used this other thing, which I think I'll just go ahead and do that because I really don't want to waste it. No reason in pouring it down the sink. Now if you have a funnel, you can probably do this without making as big of a mess as I did, but it really doesn't matter because you can just wipe it up. But that is how you make a natural room spray. Everything in it is natural. Nothing's bad for you in there, and essential oils are good for so many different things, so you can make your own room spray for whatever that you need it for. And you can just do some research on oils to find out which oil that you want for what you need, like relaxing to go to sleep or something like that. You can even spray these on your pillows or as a fabric freshener as well, because there's nothing bad in them and nothing that's going to ruin furniture, carpet, or anything else. So that is how you make your DIY room spray. And as you can see, it's actually very easy, and it's actually really affordable as well. So you can use whatever kind of oil is in your price range, and whatever kind of oils you like, and you can make it as strong as you want. So you can use a lot of drops, or you can only use just a couple drops as well. And there you have a cheap natural room spray that you can use all over the house and bring with you as well. So that is our quick video for today. I'm sorry that I don't look very great today, but hey, we're worried about the room spray, not me. So I just wanted to make this quick video with y'all guys, and y'all remember to like and subscribe to my videos, and just stay tuned because I will be posting more videos next week, as long as I don't go into labor, that is. So stick around, there will be more videos to come, and thank you so much for staying around and watching my videos.